Good morning everyone. Jai Shri Ram. I'll continue to recite verses 26 to 51 and explain its meaning from the 57th chapter. Hanuman leaves Lanka and went on the Mount Mainaka from Sundarkand of Valmiki Ramayana. Verses 26 to 51. Te pritaha pad agreshu guhya shakasu pushpitaha वाशांशीव प्रकाशानि संवाविद्यन्तः वानरः गिरिगह्वरसंलीनो यथा गर्जते मारुतः एवं जजर्ग बलवान् हनुमान् मारुतः तद्मजः तम अभ्रदनशङ्काशम् आपतन्तं महाकपिं दृष्टा ते वानराः सर्वे तस्थुः प्राञ्जलय तदाह ततः तु वेगवान् तस्य गिरिः नभिः कपिः निपपात महेन्द्रस्य शिखरे पादप आकुले हर्षेण पूयमाणो हर्षौ रम्ये पर्वतनिर्धरे चिन्नपक्षनिवाकाशाप्त पादधरणीधरः ततः ते प्रीतमानसः सर्वे वानरपुङ्गतः हनुमन्तं महात्मानं परिवार्य उपतत्स्थिरे परिवार्य च ते सर्वे परां प्रीतिम् उपागताः प्रहष्टवदनाः सर्वे तम् आरोग्यमुपागतम् उपानयनानि च आदाय मूलानि च फलानि च प्रत्यर्चयन् हरिश्रेष्ठं हरयो मारुत आत्मजम् हनुमान तु गुरुन् वृत्तान् जाम्बवत प्रमुखान् तदा कुमारम् अङ्गदं चैव सौ अवदन्त महाकपिः सताभ्यावतपूजितः पूज्यः कपिभिः च प्रसादितः दष्टादेवीति विक्रान्तः संक्षेपेण न्यवेदयत् निशशाद च हस्तेन गृहीत्वा वालिनः सुतं रमणीये वन उद्देशे महेन्द्रस्य गिरेः तदा हनुमान प्रवीतहृष्टः तदा तान् वानरऋषभान् अशोकवनिका संष्ठा दष्टाशा जनक आत्मजा रक्षमाणा सुधरापि राक्षसीभिः अनिन्दिता एकवेणीधरा बाला रामदर्शनलालसा उपवास परिश्रान्ता मालिना जटिला कृशा ततो दष्टा इति वचनं महा अर्थम् अमृत उपमम् निशम्य मारुतैः सर्वे मुदिता वानराभवन् श्वेयन्ते अन्ये नन्दितन् अन्ये गर्जन्ते अन्ये महाबलाः चक्रुः किलकीलाम् अन्ये प्रतिगर्जन्ते च अपरे केचित् उच्चित्तलाङ्गुलाः प्रहष्टा कपिकुञ्जराः अञ्चितायत दीर्घाणि लाङ्गुलानि प्रविवृद्धुः अपरे तु हनुमन्तः वानरा वारणाम उपमम् आप्लुप्य गिरिशृङ्गेभ्यः संस्पृशन्ति स्म हर्षिताः उक्तवाक्यं हनुमन्तम् अङ्गदतु तदा अब्रवीत् सर्वेषां हरिवीराणां मध्ये वाचम् अनुत्तमाम् सत्त्वे वीर्येण ते कश्चित् समो वानर विद्यते यत अवप्लुत्य विस्तीर्णं सागरं पुनः आगतः अहो स्वामिनि ते भक्ति रहो वीर्यमहोद्धृतिः दृष्ट्या दष्टा तव देवी रामपत्नी यशस्विनी दृष्ट्या त्यलक्षते हि काकुत्स्थः शोकं सीतावियोगजम् ततो अङ्गदं हनुमन्तं जाम्बवन्तं च वानराः परिवार्य प्रबुदिता वैचिरे विपुलाः शिलाः श्रोतुकामः समृद्धस्य लङ्घनं वानरम् उत्तमः दर्शनं च अपि लङ्कायाः सीतायाः रावणस्य च तस्थुः प्राञ्जल्यः सर्वे हनुमतवदन उन्मुखाः तस्थो तत्र अङ्गदः श्रीमान् वानरैः बभूभिः वृत्तः उपास्यमानो विबुधैः देवी देवपतिः यथा हनुमता कीर्तिमता यशस्विना तथा अङ्गदेन अङ्गदबद्धबाहुना मुदा तदा अत्यासीतम् उन्नतं महना Mahidira Andara Akram Jwalitam Shriya Abhavata इत्याशय श्रीमद् रामायणे आदिकाव्ये सुन्दरकाण्डे सप्तपञ्चदशः सर्गः. This means those monkeys grasping the boughs at the tops of trees and standing there firmly joyously waved the twigs as if they were their raiments. The mighty Hanuman, the son of wind god, roared as though the wind roars while it enters the caves of mountains. Seeing that Hanuman then rushing like a dense cloud, all those monkeys stood there, joining their palms in salutation. The swift Hanumana, looking like a mountain, and descended on the summit of that mountain Mahendra, thick with trees. Hanumana, like a mountain with his wings torn off, thrilled with joy, fell from the sky into the charming mountain torrent. Then all the foremost of those monkeys with their pleasing hearts stood surrounding the high-souled Hanumana. Having encircled Hanumana, all of them obtained a supreme joy. All those monkeys with their delightful faces, taking roots and fruits as their presents, honored Hanumana, the foremost among all the monkeys, who came back hale and healthy. Then Hanumana, the excellent among monkeys, on his part offered his salutation to vulnerable persons and elders like Jambavan in the first place, as also Angada the prince. Jambavan and Angada honored that victorious and vulnerable Hanumana. The other monkeys also made him gracious. Hanumana informed them briefly that he had seen Sita. Then, seizing the hands of Angada, Vali's son, Hanumana sat down at a distant spot in a charming forest of Mount Mahendra. Then the pleased Hanumana spoke the following verse to those excellent monkeys. I saw that Sita, daughter of Janaka, who was staying in Ashoka garden, guarded, unblemished by highly dreadful female demons and wearing a single braid, a young woman as she was, longing to see Rama, thoroughly fatigued due to her fasting, with her hair twisted together, wearing soiled clothes and looking emaciated. Hearing from Hanumana that important and nectar-like words to that effect that Sita had been seen, all monkeys became delightful. Some mighty monkeys made a lion's roar, some were making a sound of approbation, some were making the sound of thunder, some others produced cries expressing joy, some others were roaring in return. Some eminent monkeys with joy and their trails lifted up waved their distant curved tails. Descending from the mountain top, some other monkeys with delight fondly touched Hanumana, who resembled an elephant. After hearing the words of Hanumana, Angada spoke the following excellent words in the midst of those eminent monkeys. O Hanumana, since you returned here, crossing the extensive ocean, none stands equal to you in strength and prowess. What amazing is your devotion to the Lord! What a wonderful prowess! What a surprising courage! By our good fortune, you saw the illustrious Sita, Rama's consort. Thank heaven, Rama can give up his sorrow born out of Sita's separation. Very much delighted, the monkeys then sat on extensive flat rock encircling Angada, Hanumana and Jambavan. Longing to hear about crossing of oceans and seeing of Lanka, Sita, and Ravana. All those excellent monkeys waited for with their joined palms and in anticipation of Hanuman's words. The auspicious Angada, encircled by many monkeys there, waited like Indra, the lord of celestials, who was waited upon by celestials in heaven. The high and large summit of mountain on which were seated then with delight the illustrious Hanumana and the famous Angada, with bracelets worn on his upper arms, stood blazed with splendor. Thus the 57th chapter of the Sundarkand of the glorious Ramayana of Valmiki is complete. Jai Shri Ram.